of 2010. How are you today? It's not 7:10 in the morning. You're woke. You're up now. It's going to be a long trimester next term, isn't it? Actually, I didn't recognize some of you today. Usually you're just coming in out of, if I have a 7:10 class, you're waking up at 7 o'clock and you look like you're still in bed when you come into the classroom. So to see you up here all dressed up, you guys look really good out there. So it doesn't hurt every now and then, does it? No? Doesn't it give you a little bit of confidence out there?
I'm here.
Very good. Anyway, welcome to our freshman focus session. I'm glad you can make it here today. Today what we're going to do is we have what we refer to as a panel discussion. And I have 3 people from the hotel industry here. I have Len Zarnecki from the Fairmont Hotel Corporation, Mike DeAmmer from the Red Roof Inns, and Deborah Small from the Hilton Corporation. They were kind enough to stop by here. Right now, they're taking about an hour or so out of their time. When they finish here, they're going to go back down onto the floor where all the prospective employers are out there, and the seniors are going through their interview process. So they're taking a little bit of time out of their day. They'd like to speak to you, and so the way this session is going to work is I have a bunch of questions here, and I'm going to sort of be the moderator here, and I'm going to ask them some questions as we go along. And the way for this to really work is for audience participation. So if during the course of the discussion here you have any questions, please feel free, raise your hand, send me up a card, whatever you have. If you have any questions concerning anything they might have or they haven't touched upon, or if they had talked about something and you would like them to expand upon a little bit, feel free to go ahead and do that. So again, participation, as in our classroom environment, really makes this work. So without any further ado, I'd like to start our little discussion here. And what I'd like to ask each of our panelists here, if they can do, is just introduce themselves a little bit. Introduce themselves as far as who they are, what position that they have in the company, and a little bit about the company itself, the brand that you work for. We'll start with Mike.
Good morning, everybody. Mike Gennaro, Vice President of HR and Training for Red Roof Inns. Red Roof is a limited service hotel chain, which is part of the Accor Hotel Group, and Accor does hotels and services worldwide. Just to give you numbers, Red Roof, there's 250 hotels, 4,500 employees. Accor has 170,000 employees.
I hope you mentioned a key word. I'm going to go off track here a little bit. You mentioned the word accounting. Okay, now, and everybody in this room, everybody's favorite subject is accounting. And correct? Yeah, everybody. Yeah. It's important, isn't it, to understand it? And I know that you're going to be taking the classes next term. Most of them are taking Accounting 1 next term, Accounting 2 the following term. And I think if you were to ask any of these the panelists that are up here about the importance of just understanding the basics of accounting to survive in the industry, it's the utmost important. So they would agree, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you. Now, what are some of the day-to-day activities? And what exactly is it that you do? I don't think that you come to these trade shows all the time. So when you're not here talking to our graduating students or talking to our freshman class here, what are some of the day-to-day activities in your particular position? Great. Thank you. I'd like to move on a little bit, get away from the day-to-day activities here, and talk a little bit about what it takes for any of our students that are out here to succeed in the hospitality industry. And the next question I'd like to pose to you is sort of a 2-part question, is what are some of the professional skills that they would need to succeed in the industry, and what are some of the personal qualities that they would need to succeed in the hospitality industry? What do you feel are some of those traits that they would need to
be a little bit of balance? That becomes very, very critical.
Any other questions? No other questions? Well, I'd like to thank our panel for addressing you, for coming in here today and spending a few times out of their day. Johnson and Wales, we always like to acknowledge our guest lecturers coming in, and once again, we thank you. We have just a little token of our appreciation, just a little certificate here acknowledging that you are a distinguished guest lecturer coming into us and talking to the audience out here. So once again, thank you, and good luck down on the floor.
Please.